What's up YouTube, it's back another quick video. We'll take another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time it comes from the house of Mont Blanc. I actually saw an ad for this on my Facebook feed. I guess it's like a perfume shop or something was selling these. And I thought to myself, I've never seen this one before. I tried the original and I tried the, I believe it was the intense version that came out a few years ago. But I didn't know they made this version. So from the house of Mont Blanc, it's Emblem Absolu. So Emblem Absolu from the house of Mont Blanc is a men's woody spicy fragrance released in 2017. I don't know the nose behind this fragrance. It is an eau de toilette concentration. Alright, let's check out the presentation. Alright guys, so here is the box for Mont Blanc Emblem Absolu. Sorry for the reflection. It's just a nice shiny gold box as you can see. Mont Blanc is a pen company if you guys didn't know that. Just has their name down here. Has their insignia, the little logo on top there, a little information on the bottom. Other than that, not too much going on with this box. This is the 100 ml size. Alright, so here is the bottle from Mont Blanc Emblem Absolu. Gorgeous gold bottle here, guys. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the original, but I believe it's all black. And this is just, you know, has a nice cool pattern. If you can see the top there, has that nice insignia on top again. Just kind of, it's a star pattern. Beautiful gold bottle though, guys, like I mentioned before. This cap's on here pretty good. See if I can pop this thing off. The original had magnets in the cap, but this one does not. But this is nice, high quality, sturdy material. I believe this is metal. Nice gold atomizer here. Definitely impressed with this bottle and, you know, with the presentation so far. Alright, so here are the notes for Mont Blanc Emblem Absolu. In the top we have cardamom, mandarin, and pear. In the mid we have pink pepper, lavender, honey, and fruits. And in the base we round things off with patchouli, crystallized moss, and vetiver. So I don't know what to expect from this fragrance. I did like the original, and I did like the intense version of that one. I did hear a blurb about this one, that this one was sort of similar to Ultramall from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier. So if it smells too much like that, I'm going to be a little disappointed. But let's take a first impressions and see what this one's all about. Alright, here we go. Clean hand. Nice sprayer. So I'm definitely getting the cardamom in this one. It's got the cardamom, the rich, thick, warm creaminess of the cardamom. I'm definitely getting the fruit notes, a little of that pear, but mostly fruit notes, and the mandarin. So they're all sort of combined together. I mean, fruit notes and pear and mandarin, those are all fruits. So I don't know like which ones to really distinguish here. But it definitely smells like fruit notes. But I am getting some citrus. And I am getting like a crisp apple note, or like I guess it'd be the pear note. This doesn't smell like Ultramall. This is definitely more cardamom. You know, cardamom makes things creamy, thick, and warm and spicy. And yeah, this is all like a deep, warm, woody kind of fragrance. There really is no wood in this, but it's giving it kind of a woody, kind of creamy woodiness. I'm guessing it's going to be the cardamom that's doing that. I like this one so far. It doesn't remind me of the original at all. I mean, I don't have them side by side, obviously, but I actually tried it the other day. When I bought this one, I was like, I need to remind myself what the original smelled like again. And from my memory, you know, just last week that I tried it, it didn't smell like this at all. Yeah, this is a warm, creamy cardamom scent. This is like very cardamom heavy, which is a good thing because I like cardamom. It definitely smells like there's more wood in this though than the notes are suggesting. There's no wood in this though, really, except for, yeah, there's really no wood in this. You know, we got cardamom, mandarin, pear, pink pepper, lavender, honey, fruits. The honey, I can get a little bit of that because this is like a thick, it's very lightly sweet. This isn't like heavy sweet. But it's that thick kind of sweetness that honey brings to the table, you know, with that note. But it's not overpowering. This definitely doesn't remind me of Ultramall because that one's way sweeter and way fruitier and way more powdery. This one seems, I'm getting like a fruit note, almost like the fruit note that I get from Pure Malt. So that has some dried fruit notes in it. So I'm sort of almost getting that kind of fruit note from this one, like in Pure Malt. Mixed with that cardamom, mixed with the pink pepper for the spiciness. Yeah, this is a nice fragrance. Right now, it seems like it's sitting really close to the skin, though. So I'm kind of afraid this one's not going to have very good performance. I'm already kind of feel that already. It's only been maybe a few minutes, but I'm kind of getting a bad feeling about that. So we'll see, though. Yeah, but this one's good. Definitely, it's a very sexy fragrance. Kind of along the lines of like Wanted by Night, even Mont Blanc Legend Night. Or like CH Men Privé. I'm not saying it smells like those. It just kind of goes down that sexy kind of date night kind of fragrance. And those are kind of weak as well. So like, kind of like a Halloween Man Shot as well. This one's very sexy. I'm getting a lot of fruit, a lot of cardamom, but not a lot of, it's sitting really close to the skin. And I'm worried about that right now. But this might be another dud when it comes to these fragrances that smell really sexy, on the skin, but they don't last very long. That might be another reason why I haven't heard about this one, because it probably didn't do so well in the performance department. That's why I'm going to make this my scent of the evening and probably wear it tomorrow. Give it a nice couple of days to figure out what's really going on with this fragrance. Yeah, still smells nice. But yeah, so I'll give you guys an update here shortly. Talk to you then. Alright, well, I'm back with my update for Mont Blanc's Emblem Absolu. So after spending a couple of days with this fragrance, I do like this fragrance. There's a couple of, I guess, issues I had with it. We'll talk about those in a second. But overall, it's a good fragrance. I think it smells really nice. It did remind me of a couple of other fragrances, though. Not like so much like a clone or it's going to smell so much like these others that you can't buy this one. But the cardamom in this did remind me of La Nuit de l'Homme a little bit, just because it has a lot of cardamom. Doesn't smell like it a lot, just has sort of the same cardamom note. I've tried them side by side. They're nothing alike. I'm just saying the cardamom note reminded me of that. So the dried fruit note in this fragrance actually reminded me a lot of the same dried fruit note that's in Pure Malt by Thierry Mugler. Again, they don't smell like it, it's just that one accord. This has the dried fruits, kind of like a plasticky kind of dried fruit smell that the Pure Malt actually had. And also, this reminded me of Halston Amber Man. I don't know if you guys have tried that one. That was a cheapie that I did a video on a while back. I found that at Marshall's for like, I don't know, 15 bucks for a big bottle of it. And that one smelled nice, but that was an amber fragrance. And something in this actually gives it sort of an amber kind of smell. Not like if you were to kind of smell it up close, you don't really get that. Very, very much. But like just, throughout the night I was getting wafts of it. I'm like, man, this smells so familiar. And then it hit me all of a sudden. I was like, oh, this reminds me of Halston Amber Man. And I don't know what notes in this give it that sort of similarity to Amber Man, but it really does. I can't really complain too much about this fragrance. Kind of reminded me of those, because those are all actually pretty good fragrances, in my opinion. So this fragrance it's not bad that it smells like those, because it has its own thing going. This fragrance stands alone on its own, so it doesn't remind me too much of those to where I can't own those other three. This one just has slight similarities to those other fragrances I mentioned before. So one of the good things I like about this fragrance is that it has a really good sprayer. The atomizer is very, very heavy, which means I put on quite a few sprays. I think I put on 6 to 8 the other night, and that was a lot of juice that came out. I pretty much drenched myself in this stuff because I forgot how powerful it was. So I put quite a few sprays on. But even though I put a lot of sprays on, this really didn't perform as well as I thought it should. I did get attention from it at a party I went to on Friday night. I wore it out to a Christmas party and had some friends going, man, you always smell so good. What is that? But it wasn't like I was barely getting it coming off of me. It wasn't like super projecting or anything like that. I got about 2 hours of small projection that I could slightly get off of me, but it wasn't like booming. And after like a couple of hours, I couldn't really notice it on myself that much. I would get a little waft of it here and there, but not that much. Overall, I got about 6 hours of longevity with this one. And I went pretty heavy on the trigger as well. Again, maybe it's just my skin. Everyone's different. I understand that, but it's just, this is my experience with this fragrance. I thought it was gonna be a lot heavier. It is an Absolu version. It does smell like it's gonna be heavy, thick, and rich from the opening, but it really isn't. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong, which probably makes it a good office scent. But it just I was expecting this to be a little bit stronger. Also considering people were comparing this to Ultramall, which it smells nothing like Ultramall, so you can kind of take that out of the comparison list there, because it definitely doesn't smell like Ultramall. So yeah, overall I think I could have gotten better performance out of this fragrance. So I did find this fragrance online for 40 bucks for 100 ml, which is a pretty good price. But I think that if you guys 40 bucks isn't that much. I think you guys should pull the trigger if you find it at 30 or 35. Again, 40 is not that much if you get it shipped for 40 bucks. But for some reason, I just want to tell you guys, maybe you should wait for it to go down a little bit in price. But again, 40 is not that bad for 100 ml. It's not a bad smelling fragrance. I actually do like it. I just wish it, performed a little bit better. But it is a nice fragrance. Definitely, it's going to be a fall and winter scent, because just the way it smells, especially if it has like that amber kind of, vibe, it's going to smell a lot better in the cooler months. But this one is a really sexy fragrance, and definitely a date night fragrance. fragrance, and I think it'd be a good work fragrance as well. So if you guys tried Mont Blanc's Emblem Absolu, do you like it, do you love it, do you hate it? Let me know down in the comments below. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching another video on my channel. If you like this video and want to see more videos like it, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider signing up for notifications by hitting that notification bell. That way when I upload new videos, you'll be the first to find out. Please follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. Please like, comment, subscribe. And until the next video, you guys take care. Thanks.